Most people think of the liver as your body's main detox organ, and it is. But what most people don't realize is that your gut health has just as much to do with liver function as your liver itself. And there is one molecule in particular called butyrate that's found in your gut that's doing a ton of heavy lifting to protect your liver every single day. Hi, I'm Lauren Grace, co-founder of Healus and home of the original Postbiotic. And in today's video, we are going to break down how postbiotics like butyrate help to support liver health, from reducing inflammation to helping prevent fatty liver disease. Now, if you are not already familiar with the postbiotic butyrate, butyrate is a short-chain fatty acid that is produced in your gut during the fermentation process of fiber. Butyrate plays a huge role when it comes to gut health. It helps to support and protect the gut lining, it lowers inflammation in the gut, and it helps to balance and diversify the microbiome. Butyrate plays a big role outside of your gut, helping to support your immune system, brain health, and today we're going to focus on liver health. Now, it's important to first understand that the gut and the liver are connected by something called the gut-liver axis. This is basically a two-way communication highway between your digestive system and your liver. Essentially, everything that you absorb in your gut will get passed on to the liver through something called the portal vein. So every time you eat, whatever nutrients are getting absorbed to the gut are going to pass through the liver through this portal vein. But in addition to nutrients, things like toxins, bacteria, and inflammatory compounds can also be passed on to the portal vein if you have something called leaky gut. Now, leaky gut occurs when your gut lining is damaged, allowing things like toxins and bacteria to pass through. I've done an entire video on butyrate and leaky gut that I'll link below, but essentially, when it comes to preventing and repairing leaky gut, butyrate is going to be your go-to. One of butyrate's main jobs is to help protect and reinforce that gut lining, helping to prevent leaky gut. Now, if that gut lining is compromised, you may also have things like endotoxins and something called LPS leak through to the liver, which can cause inflammation and actually damage the liver itself. LPS stands for lipopolysaccharides, and it is a toxic molecule found on the outer membranes of certain gut bacteria. Normally, LPS stays locked inside your gut, but with leaky gut, LPS can get into your bloodstream, head straight to the liver, and cause a lot of inflammation. LPS is one of the main drivers behind liver stress, fatty liver disease, and even metabolic issues. Now, butyrate will help protect against this because it's going to strengthen that gut lining and prevent LPS from passing through. And if a little LPS does sneak through, butyrate actually helps to reduce the inflammatory damage caused by it. So when it comes to the gut-liver axis, that gut lining is going to be your liver's first line of defense. So having enough butyrate to reinforce this gut lining is going to be one of the main components when it comes to liver health. Now, butyrate is also a powerful anti-inflammatory for the liver. It helps to lower inflammatory cytokines, which are the main contributors to liver disease. This is especially important for conditions like non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, which is driven by chronic low-grade inflammation. Butyrate essentially helps to put out these little inflammatory fires before they do much damage in the liver. Butyrate also helps the liver protect itself by activating something called NRF2, which is one of the body's master switches for antioxidant defense. This means it helps your liver neutralize oxidative stress, which is just a fancy way of saying it protects liver cells from damage. Some studies even show that butyrate can help reduce liver fibrosis in the early stages of scarring. Now, another way that butyrate helps to support the liver is by improving metabolism. Butyrate helps to improve insulin sensitivity and reduces fat buildup in the liver, which is a pretty big deal these days because fatty liver disease is now one of the most common liver issues in the world, even for people that don't drink alcohol. When your metabolism is off, like with insulin resistance, it puts a ton of pressure on your liver. And that fat storage just leads to more and more inflammation in the liver and essentially more damage. So having enough butyrate is not only great for your metabolism and blood sugar balance, but it helps to take off some of that weight and that pressure on your liver, literally. Now, a lot of times when people are trying to support their liver health, they'll do some sort of detox or cleanse or take a bunch of liver detox supplements. But if your gut health is compromised and you don't have enough butyrate to reinforce all of those anti-inflammatory properties and support your metabolism and support the gut lining, those detoxes aren't going to do that much. So it's really important to remember that gut-liver connection when it comes to liver health and really treat the root of the issue first. And Butyrate's going to work at the root level by supporting the gut lining, the liver's first line of defense, lowering inflammation in the liver, boosting liver antioxidants, and supporting a healthy metabolism. So when it comes to supporting your liver with supplements, postbiotics like Butyrate should be one of the first steps. At Healus, we have a postbiotic called the Complete Biotic, which utilizes Tributyrin. Tributyrin is the most bioavailable form of butyrate that you can get. We use a liquid source, which is the highest potency and purity level, and we put it in a patented delayed release capsule so you can ensure that it gets delivered to the intestines and gets to your liver, which is where you're going to need it. So if you're wanting to support long-term liver health, don't just think about milk thistle and celery juice. Think about your gut health, think about Butyrate. I hope you found this information helpful. If you would like to learn more about our Complete Biotic, I will have that in the link below. And thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful day.